Have you ever wondered where the fascinating tales of mythical creatures originate from? These fantastical beings have been part of human culture for millennia, captivating our imaginations with their extraordinary abilities and appearances. From the mighty dragons in the east to the elusive unicorns in the west, mythical creatures are an integral part of our collective folklore, shaping our understanding of the world and our place within it. Often these creatures serve as symbols, embodying cultural values or representing the fears and aspirations of a society. They are not mere figments of our imagination but reflections of our deepest thoughts, our hopes and our insecurities. In mythology they carry profound meanings, their stories woven into the very fabric of civilizations, echoing lessons of courage, wisdom and love. And though they may not exist in the physical world, their influence is undeniable, their stories ever enchanting. So what are their origins? How did these mythical creatures come to be? Join us as we delve into the captivating origin stories of some of these mythical creatures. Our journey begins with the mighty dragons, creatures of power and awe. In the annals of myth and legend, dragons hold a place of considerable honor and respect. Their origins, shrouded in the mists of time, begin in the ancient lands of China. There, they were revered as divine beings of power and good fortune. Chinese dragons, unlike their Western counterparts, were seen as benevolent creatures, often associated with wisdom, strength, and the primal forces of nature. They were the guardians of the elements, masters of rain and rivers, embodying the very essence of the life-giving forces. In this ancient culture, the dragon was a symbol of imperial power. Emperors were often depicted with dragons, and the creatures themselves were seen as the embodiment of their wisdom and might. The celestial dragon, the earth dragon, the treasure dragon, each one a symbol of the profound connection between the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. As we journey from the east to the west, the image of the dragon undergoes a dramatic transformation. In the folklore of Europe, dragons were seen as destructive and greedy creatures. Here, they are not the benevolent guardians of nature, but the embodiment of chaos and destruction. They are hoarders of treasures, guardians of vast riches, and they are fearsome adversaries of knights and heroes. European dragons were often depicted as giant winged serpents, breathing fire and causing havoc. They were the ultimate test of courage and valor, the ultimate enemy to be conquered. And yet, despite their fearsome reputation, there's a certain allure to these creatures, a fascination that has endured through the ages. From Beowulf's epic battle with the dragon to St. George's legendary dragon-slaying feat, these tales resonate with the timeless human struggle against overwhelming odds. They capture our imagination, reminding us of our own battles, our own dragons to slay. From divine beings to fearsome beasts, dragons represent the duality of mythical creatures. They are a testament to our human need for symbols, for stories that inspire, terrify, and ultimately, help us make sense of the world around us. Next, we explore the pure and peaceful world of unicorns. Unicorns, these singular creatures, are synonymous with purity, grace, and a certain enchanting mystery. But have you ever wondered where these ethereal creatures first sprang from in our collective imaginations? To unravel this, we must journey back to the annals of ancient Greek and Roman mythology. In these antiquated tales, unicorns were not the gentle, rainbow-maned creatures we envision today. Instead, they were wild woodland dwellers, elusive and untamed. The Greeks in particular saw them as symbols of purity and grace, their single spiraling horn a representation of unspoiled natural beauty. Their narrative was not of magic but of the majestic wilderness where man has yet to leave his mark. As we move forward in time into the Middle Ages, the unicorn undergoes a transformative shift in symbolism. It becomes a divine emblem, a metaphor for Christ. The unicorn, with its pure white coat and solitary horn, was seen as a symbol of the divine power, a beacon of hope and resilience in a world often marred by chaos and uncertainty. The unicorn's horn in particular was believed to hold healing powers, a belief that only added to its divine association. Its image graced countless tapestries and manuscripts, often shown in a sacred hunt, its capture symbolizing Christ's sacrifice. But why this shift? Well, it is a testament to the transformative power of storytelling. Stories, myths, and legends evolve with the societies that tell them, adapting to mirror the values, beliefs, and hopes of the people. Today, the unicorn continues to captivate us, having transitioned from the wilds of ancient woodlands to the divine symbolism of the Middle Ages, to being a beacon of magic and wonder in modern pop culture. It's a creature that transcends time, embodying the hope, purity and peace that mythical creatures can represent. Unicorns, with their purity and grace, embody the hope and peace that mythical creatures can represent. Now, let's dive into the deep sea with the enchanting mermaids. Our tale begins in the ancient land of Assyria, where the goddess Atargatis, in a fit of despair and guilt, transformed herself into a mermaid. Overwhelmed by the tragic loss of her mortal lover, she threw herself into a lake, intending to take the form of a fish. But the waters could not conceal her divine beauty, and so she emerged as a mermaid, half human, half fish. From these early origins, mermaids have swum through our collective consciousness, their stories ebbing and flowing with the tides of time. They've evolved from divine entities into seductive beings who use their enchanting voices and irresistible beauty to lure unsuspecting sailors towards the treacherous rocks. In Greek mythology, they were known as the sirens, not always depicted as fish women, but often as bird women. These creatures were infamous for their sweet singing that would enchant the sailors, leading them off course, often to their doom. These tales serve as a warning about the dangers of succumbing to the captivating allure of the unknown. As we journeyed further into the Middle Ages, the image of the mermaid became intertwined with that of the sirens. They were no longer just divine beings or enchanting songstresses, but became symbols of temptation and danger. Their beautiful faces and melodious voices were seen as a deadly trap, a perilous distraction from the safe and familiar. In the folklore of the British Isles, mermaids were often a sign of bad luck, foretelling storms and misfortune. Yet they were also seen as benevolent beings, bestowing boons and guiding lost sailors back to safety. The mermaid's dual nature, both enchanting and dangerous, mirrors our own relationship with the sea, a source of life, mystery, beauty, but also a force that can be unpredictable and destructive. Mermaids, with their bewitching beauty and perilous allure, remind us of the captivating yet dangerous nature of mythical creatures. In the end, what do these origin stories tell us about mythical creatures? They tell us about our shared human experience. The fiery beasts, like the dragons, embody our fears and challenges. They represent the obstacles we must overcome to grow and transform. The pure spirits, such as unicorns, symbolize purity, innocence, and the magic of believing in the impossible. The sirens of the sea captivate us with their enchanting allure, reminding us of the dangerous seduction of illusion and deceit. These myths are more than just stories. They are symbolic narratives that shape our understanding of the world, influencing our culture and firing up our imaginations. They hold mirrors up to our collective consciousness, reflecting our deepest fears, hopes, and desires. They teach us lessons about courage, wisdom, and resilience. Through these origin stories, we see that mythical creatures are not just fantastical beings, but powerful symbols that reflect our deepest fears, hopes, and desires.